Hey, good morning, folks. This is meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with the Saginaw Bay weather forecast brought to you by Frank's Great Outdoors in Linwood. 35 years on the Great Lakes, except for 35 professional years on the Great Lakes, except for 2 years out in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I'm not going to tell you, but lifelong on the Great Lakes. So let's get on into it. The big story still continues to be Arctic cold. We've got another stronger blast of Arctic cold as we get to this time next week. So ice will continue to build. When do we get our first? It's a ways coming, and I don't hear this very often from fishermen and fisherwomen. When do we get our first complaint that the ice is too thick? It may happen. I encounter that with people with temperatures, oh, I want it to warm up. When's it going to warm up in the summer? As soon as it hits 90 degrees, wow, it's too hot. When's it going to cool down? So let's get into this here. And radar shows that not much is going to go on as far as precipitation on Saginaw Bay. Everything we have in precipitation so far, it looks like for the next 7 to 10 days, is lake effect for the most part, and that means you just get some occasional snow showers on Saginaw Bay. So this is the radar forecast through the day today, and it should be basically dry Saginaw Bay, what I like to call decorative flurries. This is Tuesday afternoon. The wind shifting a little bit. Lake effect continues pretty heavy on the west side of the state in spots, and some of that on a northwest wind can drift over the bay, but again, you're talking an inch or so. Here's that high resolution rapid refresh on its snowfall totals, and you see on Saginaw Bay it doesn't even have an inch, and that makes sense. How about winds? It's going to be windy today all day long. The green you see there is 20 knot steady wind. That would be 23 mile an hour steady wind. That means you got gusts to 30 and 35. It's a windy time period, especially when Arctic air and old man winter is fighting with warm Great Lakes water. So I am going to start to highlight some lighter wind days to help you plan your week of fun and fishing. So this is this evening, and it's still on the windy side. Anytime you see the bright blue or the green, it's probably quite windy. Let's go to tomorrow morning. That's a west wind, probably easily 15 to 25 miles an hour out of the west. Maybe starting to have somewhat of a drop-off in wind late Tuesday. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Winds coming down to, let's call it 15 to 20. And then this is Tuesday, 6 p.m. Winds coming down a little bit more. I'm targeting Wednesday morning. Let's run it out to 7 Wednesday morning. That would be winds, some of that you see is wind less than 5 miles an hour. Maybe. That might be a hope, but it would be a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind Wednesday morning. And then the winds turn around to the southwest as we get a warm-up. We get 2 days of warm-up in this. We get Thursday and Friday above freezing, probably 32 to 36 will be the range. Probably sometime Thursday afternoon it goes above 32 and doesn't drop to below 32 maybe by Saturday at some point. And then here comes the Arctic freeze. So that's what you're going to see is right here. As we get into the weekend, we're back to the northwesterly wind, and then a big old high pressure system drops in, and still the continued flow of northwesterly flow and Arctic fronts coming through. So watch this. This is the surface temperature anomaly off of the European model. We like that the best. It's the ensemble mode, 51 tweaks, surface temperature anomaly. So obviously we're colder than normal the next couple days. Here comes that warmth that I told you about. This is Thursday and Friday. By Saturday afternoon, we're starting to head back to normal. And then by Sunday morning, we're starting to trend below normal. And then look at the expanse of the Arctic air blast. This is Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday morning, that's showing us that we'd be about 25 degrees colder than normal. And that lasts into 23rd and 24th, 25th. Starts to fade a little bit in the last days of January, but those are all ice building temperatures. Look at some of these lows. Tuesday in the teens, Wednesday morning, 15 to 20 degrees lighter wind. Thursday morning, Friday morning in the 20s, Saturday morning in the 20s, and then look at next week, dropping below zero probably by Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. So we have got a lot of cold on the way, my friends. Still lacking the widespread statewide snowstorm for snowmobilers. It's been just kind of hit and miss patchwork lake effect snow. So you still probably can't get on your sled and ride 200 miles across Michigan. But the ice will continue to build, and I'll continue to keep you updated. Now we look for more pleasant time periods to ice fish. I see it on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday are warmer, but windy, southwest wind, dangerous. And then maybe on the weekend, lighter wind before the Arctic air hits. Hey, thanks for joining me on this Saginaw Bay weather forecast. We try to do this every day now. Send us your feedback. Mark, you can get a hold of me on Facebook is probably the best way. Mark Torregrossa, or tell the folks at Frank's Great Outdoors in Linwood that you love it. All right, bye.